What is good, YouTube? This will be a breakdown for the season finale of Games of Thrones. Season 6, episode 10 was epic. A lot of things happened like I thought they would. A few surprises occurred up. I'm not going to break down every single little bit. I'm just going to do the most important bits that I felt were in the episode. So obviously it was about Cersei's trial mainly and closing all the end ties. They had about 4 or 5 different things that had to be kind of definitively answered within this before going into season 7. So let's get into this. So my number one moment was Cersei Lannister burns them all. So she was supposed to go to the trial, but she didn't go. And then she sent the mountain to Tommen's room and didn't let him go to the trial. So as soon as this happened, it was quite apparent that she was going to burn them all, literally burn them all alive. And that was the master plan that she's had with Kilburn for a few episodes, as the whispers were referring to the wildfire that was underneath the scepter. So basically the scepter got exploded. King's Landing is kind of half destroyed now. Epic ending. It's kind of made Cersei Lannister the main villain in the whole season, even more so than Ramsay Bolton. So Marjorie figured up something was up because Tommen wasn't there, and Tommen would always be there, and Cersei wasn't there. So she said to the High Sparrow, Tommen's not here, Cersei's not here, we need to get out. He wouldn't let anyone get out. Then a few seconds later, the wildfire lit from the little candle, and boom, King's Landing was destroyed. Well, the scepter was destroyed. So the High Sparrow and his following are gone. Thank God. That really bugged me. But obviously it tells you that the kind of High Sparrow was a good actor in a sense because he annoyed me so much. But even more biggest what the fuck moment was what happened after. You've seen Cersei Lannister drinking red wine and looking like she was a bit ashamed of what she'd done. But what happened next, I did not see it coming. No one seen coming, as there was theories of how Tommen was going to get killed by the mountain. They sound absolutely ridiculous now. So basically after this, Tommen took his crown off and jumped out the window, pretty much, and killed himself, which no one seen coming at all. I didn't really see that coming at all. That was a bit random, and I don't really get why that bit happened. It would have been cool for him to be killed off a better way than jumping out of a window. It kind of made me reminded me of when Bran Stark got pushed off the massive tower in an early season, which is because obviously he found Cersei and Jaime Lannister doing things together that he shouldn't be, and obviously that's how he couldn't walk. But that's just a side note. And number 3, Arya Stark is back. Obviously, I don't know how she's got from the House of the Faithless to River Run so fast, and she killed Walder Frey. She killed him, took mask off. So it's now apparent that Arya Stark is going to become an assassin and will be killing everyone off her list that she had in the season 5, I believe, where the Hound was on a list and she tried to kill him. So it's pretty cool that the list is back and she's going to be a badass. But it doesn't really make sense in terms of how they didn't show you how she got from the House of the Faithless to River Run so fast. But that's the problem in this program. The kind of some characters have to go from one place to the other really fast, and because of the time it's set, they just can't show you it all. So the Dragon Queen Daenerys Targaryen is finally heading to Westeros, and all the ships have been built. But obviously I know because of the timeline and they want to build season 7 up, the 1,000 ships got built really fast, which it is what it is. I mean, some people will bitch about kind of how how fast they do things, but it had to be done that way. So it's cool that Daenerys is finally coming over the water. We've been waiting so long for this moment to happen. I'm so glad it's finally happened. So obviously Davos found Stannis' daughter's reindeer toy, and he's figured out that Melisandre burnt Stannis' daughter alive, and he's pissed off about it. He goes in, gets her to tell Jon Snow. She says she killed him. The Light Lord told me to, and all that kind of stuff. And Jon Snow basically said, "Go south. If you ever come back, you're dead." So it's pretty sad that the kind of Red Witch isn't going to be in it as much. I'm not sure if we're going to see her again. I mean, it would be pretty cool to see her again. Hopefully we do. And the kind of biggest, number 4, we find out that Rhaegon Targaryen and Lyanna Stark is Jon Targaryen's mother. Finally, Bran Stark's visions come to an end, and we find out who Jon Snow's mother is. I'm going to do a separate video about this, just discussing my thoughts and feels about this. So Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen are related. It would be cool to see a partnership between them two, but I'll do a separate bonus video about them two, as that's a pretty cool bit to talk about. And right at the end, Jaime Lannister comes back and sees that King's Landing is kind of mashed up, split in half, if you like, and he looks extremely pissed off. He charges in and sees Cersei Lannister getting the crown, but she has no right to the crown really at all anymore. So that bit's interesting, and you can see the look in the eye. It's almost like telling me season 7 is going to be Jaime Lannister killing Cersei Lannister at some point, but he's probably scared of her now, because you can tell by the way he's looking at her, he knows that she's blown the fuck out of everyone. So Cersei Lannister is the biggest villain in the whole season. She's a big bad. So now it's going to be everyone against the Lannisters, at least for a good part of season 7, I believe. I don't think the White Knights, the White Walkers, are going to come through yet. I think they need to solve this, who is legit claim to the throne. And let me know down below who you think should have the throne. I think it'd be really cool to have Jon Targaryen, aka Jon Snow, and Daenerys Targaryen team up and have them as being legit like throne holders, which would be a cool, interesting like kind of thing to do. I mean, Arya Stark killing everyone, that would be cool. I'd love to see her, as she has some claim as well. It would be cool. Well, she doesn't really have a claim, but it would be cool to see her on the throne. I mean, there's so much happened in this episode. I haven't actually gone into detail of everything that happened because just too much happened. I've just gone over my kind of main thoughts. I mean, it basically was about Cersei Lannister sticking it to the High Sparrow, High Priest, the Faith, the Militant, and all them kind of people, and obviously revealing who Jon Snow's mother is, and Daenerys heading to Westeros, King's Landing, that kind of area. That was the main kind of focus of this, and to build up season 7. But we have no more Games of Thrones now until next April, which saddens me. But I've done a bonus video on my feels about R+L=J. And also let me know, do you think killing Tommen off by jumping out a window was the right way to go? I mean, I didn't see it coming, but let me know what you think down below. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one.